That they get to move in next to families with kids. They don't really get an option.
Moving in near a sex offender, many neighbors say they feel unsafe. But are offenders actually living where you think they do? Thanks for joining us tonight. Last night we showed you the common misconceptions about sex offenders that could make you and your kids more vulnerable.
Tonight we're investigating the system that Fargo police have in place to keep track of those offenders. Are they actually living where they say they do? Valley News Team's crime and safety reporter Nicole Johnson pays a visit to some of those addresses and has more on the safety of our community.
A red dot on a map. It's supposed to caution the community a sex offender lives here.
Just irritating that you have to pick and choose where you live because you're stuck living next to them.
Some rely on this information for peace of mind. We wanted to find out, is it accurate?
Hi there, how are you doing? My name's Nicole.
We picked a high-risk sex offender off the list who will have to register his address for life. Then we paid him a visit. A man answered the door and confirmed the offender lives here.
Registered sex offenders in Fargo.
He didn't want to comment any further. Next, a level 2 sex offender turns out she does live here at the treatment center. Then a 50-year-old level 3 sex offender wasn't home, but his neighbors confirmed he lives here.
I've seen the cops down here a few times just checking, I think, to make sure that they're home or, what the situation is, but I kind of wish that it would have been a little more obvious.
Casey Wisman bought this house and didn't know who he was living next to.
I haven't had any problems with them. At first I was really nervous, but now it doesn't bother me so much.
Then we knocked on the door of a level 3 sex offender. The man who answered said, quote, "I cannot answer that at this point," leading us to wonder, how accurate is the system?
We always err on the side of doing more than is required of us.
Lieutenant Joel Vettel with the Fargo Police Department says it's not a foolproof method, but they make routine checks. The higher risk offender, the more often police go knocking. But if you scroll down the list, what about the homeless offenders?
Really, we had a difficult time keeping track of them.
Recently, police and lawmakers changed North Dakota law requiring homeless offenders to check in more often.
I think the police department and parole and probation do a really good job of keeping that up to date and making sure that, people are where they say that they are. But ultimately there's only so much that can do.
Stacy Benson, a psychologist who does sex offender treatment, says these offenders aren't just red dots on a map. They're people, each very different.
You can see a dot on a map and think that particular individual is much more risky than they may be. The other thing is there's a whole lot of people out there that are not on that dot. And so the registration does not necessarily do everything that we would like it to do in order to be able to keep people safe.
Benson and Vettel agree on one thing. What it comes down to is doing your research on an offender and the requirements that go along. Don't just rely on dots on this map, something Wisman says he's all too familiar with.
I don't think that you should be able to move in next to a family with kids if your offense is related to children. If it's not, I still think that the community should get a say as a whole.
Nicole Johnson, Valley News Live.
The city of Moorhead has a similar site that you can view where registered sex offenders are living. There's also a law in Minnesota requiring law enforcement to tell the community where certain sex offenders are living, working, or going to school.
The Fargo Moorhead